Hey, welcome to the Jamly Chick, guys. I am Alexius Lipo, your host, and this is
Jason Lipo, the co-host.
So tonight we are coming to you in this episode about the Hurricane Helene relief funding. As we all know, Asheville got hit really hard, and not just Asheville, Western North Carolina. Let's make and
great part of the Southeast.
Yes, got hit very hard by Hurricane Helene. And we get hurricanes in the South a lot. It is hurricane season right now. We just got finished with Milton in Florida coming through. But this is something that's like very unexpected and different in a case because this is in the mountains. Like, this is not something you expect ever. So this was an extreme disaster. A lot of people that don't have flood insurance, a lot of people's houses got destroyed. A lot of towns got destroyed. Swannanoa just got swallowed. Swannanoa swallowed. That's horrible, but it just got swallowed by the river. Yes. And then also Chimney Rock just gone. And we also have Marshall that will just be completely gone. They have a chemical spill. There's a lot of things on TV that you are actually not seeing whatsoever, and just devastation that is happening. And so we're here to let you know about some of the concerts, because in all this disaster, there still has to be a little bit of light and a little bit of love, because I can tell you, we're not at the epicenter of it, but we're right out of the epicenter of it. And we had friends coming from Asheville and from the epicenter staying with us, because thankfully somehow through the hurricane, we were able to have power through all of it. And we live in North Carolina as well. And so it was just, it's just insane I actually cried this past Monday in the shower, because we do a lot of things in Asheville,
Asheville's our second home.
It is a lot of music events coming up. Salvage Station got completely ruined. There will be no more shows. I'm so thankful that we caught
Eggy and Humphreys. Yep.
Yes, super thankful that we caught them. And just a lot of destruction has happened and will take a while to rebuild. But also in this rebuilding, we need a little bit of light and love. And we were all talking to each other. And even the people that are living in the middle of it are like, oh my gosh, my whole concert schedule, my whole bit of fun and everything that I was looking forward to at the end of the year is no more, because funds are low, holidays are coming up, people are going places, and so everything that was scheduled through the end of the year is over. It cannot be. Asheville, the Civic Center is a shelter right now, and will be a shelter for months. We just spoke to some friends and just got power back. Some of them have power back. Some of them have water back.
Some have internet. They barely do.
Yes. So. And one of our friends actually built a water system, because they will not have it for months. And this friend, they will not have running water for months. So he came up here to get the parts to make
just a water system, so he can run his water. He can have running water through his house,
but not just through his house, through
for his community.
Yeah, and that's what amazed me, is it just wasn't for him. He came up and got it for his ex and her mother and then for his neighborhood. So it will run for 2 full neighborhoods, not just per house, but for 2 full neighborhoods, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
so
the community of Asheville and Buncombe County and the surrounding areas has just been overwhelming with,
right,
with helping and people wanting to help. And so it's very inspiring to see so many people willing to donate and volunteer their time to help.
It truly is. It's been beautiful to see. Like, it's just through all the horrific and horrible things that we have, or that happens, the beautiful, like, just trying to find the beauty in it is where you can take relief and seeing how all the communities have come together. And they didn't have food, there was no accents, guys. These I don't think I understand the capacity of this. Like, these bridges completely broke down. We build bridges for a living, and we knew what bridges were being what bridges
Older
were
bridges were
yeah,
being
what older bridges, and it literally cut off connection. I don't know if you saw this or not online. I showed you the donkey thing, didn't I? Where in the beginning they couldn't get any supplies to them, so they had from Tennessee. This guy has a old school like donkey where they take it through the mountains. They to people who cannot get to their land by car, and they literally have donkey exchange. No, no freaking lie. Yeah, but literally that like saved lives. I saw a picture of it going in, and I was like, that's insane. Like, we're back in the 1800s, at this point.
That's sad too, but also it's awesome that they still have the old technology and old way of doing things to where they can get supplies to people, because
it is
sometimes modern things fail.
So you always have to learn the past. You got to learn the history to look forward to the future and things. But anyway, I know that's been a lot of chit chat, but there's just been a lot going on here, and we're trying to get to you earlier this week, but schools have been out. We don't know when schools are going back, it's North Carolina is just in a whole different state. It felt like a war and literally, like I said, we are not in the epicenter whatsoever. And it felt like we were in a war zone for at least a week. You could hear these helicopters and went up to help out, and was up there for 8 hours waiting for a delivery for insulin. And then like ended up coming back, and the insulin still hadn't been delivered, and it was delivered after that. And so, but finally some roads are opened up, and so lots of things are coming into Asheville. But the things that we also need to remember, guys, are that we need to give them a little bit of a mental break. Everyone needs some mental health, and everyone's a little bit of hope, a little bit of mental health, a little bit of fun, a little bit of love, and a lot of laughter, because that's what's gonna get you through this. So after all that, we're going to let you know about some shows that have changed, what's happening in the music world, how the people are coming together and doing fundraisers and help bring money to these people's lives and homes that are destroyed. And again, will flood if they don't have flood insurance, which most people in the mountains don't have flood insurance, will not have a home later. So there's a lot, or business or anything, guys. I cannot say enough. Asheville needs our help very badly, very, very badly. So now let's, after the heartbreaking, heart-wrenching, horrible things, let's get to some of the good news, the fun things that can be done. So do you want to start us out? You want to start us out, or you want me to go?
Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. Well, first of all, Lotus was supposed to play in Asheville, but they ended up having to reschedule in Wilmington.
Yeah, right? They were supposed to play it on the 10th.
On
the 10th at the Salvage Station, which is Salvage Station RIP, is no longer with us, and which it was going to no longer be with us at the end of the year. But it ended up being a whole lot sooner than we thought. And that's, to me, Salvage Station holds a special place. I went to Western Carolina University and graduated from there. So we had a lot of fun times there. I cannot tell you the amount of fun times there. And to no longer have it was going to be a devastation anyway, but then to not be able to know it was going to be my last night, it was rough. But anyway, they were supposed to play there on 10/10, and they moved it to
Greenfield Lake Amphitheater in Wilmington.
Yeah, they turned it into
a relief show and a charitable show for the World's Central Kitchen. So thank you, Lotus, for doing that. And
yes,
they will be back. I think this week in North Carolina too, playing. I think Raleigh and Charlotte. So
yep. I love Lotus. I had that show plan too. So now we all have to redo our show plans and get together with our friends and figure out what we can do. And maybe that would be cool. That would be cool to maybe try and start something for people who can't afford and are doing things for their houses, like, hey, buy them a ticket. There's nothing out there. That would be really cool to do something. Sorry, interruption. Back to the important stuff.
Anyway, Sturgill Simpson, Mr. Johnny Blue Skies, was supposed to be also playing Asheville the 21st, but he decided he was just gonna go ahead and go to the Cocoa Booth in Raleigh and do a relief show, also for the NC Disaster Relief Fund, and all proceeds go to that night, the 21st. And thank you, Sturgill, for doing that. And a lot of these bands are just amazing, trying to make things happen.
Yeah.
Because a lot of bands love Asheville. It's a great scene, great music city. So
if you haven't been to Asheville, still put it on your plans, because we will be back. Don't you worry, baby. And we will definitely be back. And it might take a couple of years, but we will get there. And Sturgill Simpson, I can't wait to see you, buddy. You've got an amazing voice, and I like it. So yeah.
Also, another fundraiser show or relief show is going to be held by Goose in Winston-Salem. That's going to be the 25th. They were supposed to play the 25th and 26th, right, in Asheville at the Civic Center. So they made it happen also.
Yes, they made it happen. All proceeds are
going to
Conscious Alliance. They're working with Conscious Alliance,
and I think that's also a World's Kitchen too, isn't it?
It is. They're working with a lot of different actually not just Conscious Alliance. They're working with a couple of different charities also that are on the ground running, helping, hands-on, not just because it's not just money that we need to send. Like if you don't have money, like you can also plan a weekend to come in and help people, get things out from their house. But yeah, I'm all of us, there were a group of friends that we were all super pumped about the Asheville Goose Show, and our friends still devastated that they can't host. And like after so long, like, yes, we're gonna host. And so but they ended up, I was just praying. I was like, please don't, because Lotus's show, that was awesome that they did that in Wilmington, but for the people in Asheville, like that was amazing, raising the money. But for the people in Asheville, like, we need some shows close, and I'm excited about this Goose Show, which is going to be super close for them, so that way that they can still get to it. Closer. Yeah. And for us, it's in our backyard. So we're more pumped about that, is that it's in our backyard, and this will actually be Jason's 50th show. Yeah, Goose Show. I know he's not gonna say it. He would never say it. He'll probably be afterwards, I can't believe you said that. But guess what? Hey guys, it's Jason's 50th show, and at Joel Coliseum for the Goose Relief Fund. So let's have fun with him.
Thank you for that. Also, during the day, if you're in Winston and are just finding something to do, Seekers on the Ridge pre-party and vendor market is going to be held at Fiddlin' Fish, which is at 772 North Trade Street in Winston. It's a great brewery, so check that out. And And
Yeah.
check it out if you have nothing else to do. If
Yeah,
you're
no,
in
you
town
definitely
early,
should
if you don't
check
feel
it out.
like waiting in line or whatever, you know.
Oh, that's where you're
Grab a
going to
bite to
meet a
eat,
lot of
so.
people. Yeah, you're going to have a lot of people, Goose, who are going to be waiting in line, or they're going to be at this pre-party at Fiddling Fish. And you can also support your artists in the scene. And there are going to be artists out there. And actually, this one will be out there. I'm forcing him to get out this go around. He hasn't done tie-dyes in a while, but I think, is this one of them?
Yep, this one.
This is one of them. And he did not do that on purpose. We're about to go to a family reunion. And so he lives in tie-dyes, and this is just what he's wearing. So, but anyway, but that's going to be at the Fiddling Fish and before brewery. And so come out, check that out, check out the artists and the scene. And we're really excited. I'm really excited to like grow the North Carolina scene. And we have a great Northeastern base for Goose. And so now it's time to be growing the other. We have a great Ohio base. We have a great Louisville base. We have awesome bases. So North Carolina's a great base, but we're kind of all over the place. So we're excited about this one to bring us together. The devastation will bring us all together. That's the positive point in it. But so up next, Goose is also doing a relief concert the next night, the 26th, in Birmingham, Alabama. And the pre-party, sorry, not the pre-party, the official after party for that is Eggy. And oh, do I wish I was going to be in Birmingham, Alabama. Like, what a banger.
Great bands for a great cause.
Yes, for two amazing bands for a great cause. And these guys, like, they all love Asheville. And actually, with it being Eggy in our last show, Eggy and Humphreys McGee at Salvage Station will always be a memorable thing.
Well, we've seen Eggy multiple times in Asheville, and it's,
yes,
it's a great city for them too.
Yes,
Asheville loves them. So
yes, Asheville definitely loves Eggy. So, but don't forget, so Eggy is going to be the official after party for Goose's relief fun concert in Birmingham, Alabama. So you get a banger of a night. You get Goose and you get Eggy afterwards, and not the same ticket though. You make sure to go get your tickets online. So check out Eggy. I think it's eggymusic.com, and you can get the tickets there. And so then after that, here we go. So it starts out with the first four that come out on the 26th in Charlotte, North Carolina.
At Bank of America Stadium.
At Bank of America Stadium. It started out with Luke Combs, Billy Strings, Eric Church, and James Taylor. But as things have progressed this week, we found out that now Sheryl Crow, Keith Urban, and Bailey Zimmerman have joined the lineup, and this is going to be a banger of a night also. So if you're not in Alabama and you're in North Carolina, make sure to go to this show. And so question, this is I grew up in North Carolina. I grew up bluegrass, everything. So I love all types of music. And jam bands are more Jason's things. And so, but out of this that night, which artists are like you most excited to see?
James Taylor.
James Taylor.
Oh yeah, definitely James Taylor. My mom and her best friend we used to live in Saratoga Springs, New York. And so they used to watch every James Taylor concert that came through Spec every year. So that was their thing to do as best friends. So I'm excited to see James Taylor.
I'm excited too. I looked over at Jason and I was like, are we talking about like the James Taylor, like the James Taylor? Or are we talking about, is there another James Taylor that I'm not aware about? Because sometimes I'll get excited about things that I'm something else is something else. They've renamed something else, something that we had, and so I was like, is this the the James Taylor. And I think for a couple of days, I was like, is this like the James Taylor? The James Taylor. So it is the James Taylor, and I am beyond excited. And now it's like a whole lineup. And I love Billy Strings, respect him so much. He's so like, there's so much to respect about that man. It's not even funny. It's just not even funny. So
all these musicians doing their professional thing they do, and but they're bringing the hope to everybody.
Yes,
in a time of need, and it's very
most definitely. They're bringing the music therapy when
very thankful for all these musicians.
Very thankful. I think the pretty like I saw a hilarious post the other day on Twitter, and it was like whatever, you know, so it said don't tell me how to spend my disaster relief fund money. I'm headed to these concerts. And I just died. I was like, that'll be no, it's, you know, you have to, some people say too soon, but you know, there's been so much devastation. We've been here in it. I think that, you know, but for me, laughing is therapy. People, you know, like I'm like Cat Williams, you know, like I'm gonna laugh, like, you know, like I am not a doctor, you know, so if something happens, do not expect me to come in and save everything. You know, like I do nervous laughter, and then it makes other people mad. And they're like, why is she laughing? And because I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. Yeah. So please ever excuse me if I offend you, because that is not what I'm here to do. I'm here to have fun. So, but, and then, yeah, so that's going to be absolutely amazing. And then following in will be Ben Folds, North Carolina native himself. He's sharing in his approach in the relief fund, and it's called From Wilmington with Love. And the concert is on 10/29. And it's with support from Live Nation, the Wilmington's Art Council of North, and the Art Council of North Carolina, and the North Carolina Music Office. 100% of the proceeds will benefit local charities assisting with emergency food, housing, and home repairs. And not only do we have these amazing bands that are coming in to help, but we have a lot of other charities, and there's no possible way that we could mention every charity that's coming in to help. There's
been so much.
Yeah.
There's been so much help, but it's just, it's growing. It's really been amazing to see.
Yes. And there will be a lot. There's, there's levels of support too. There's, there's a level now. There's going to be a level later of support that they need. And, and so
it's going to take a long time to rebuild.
Right. So it's been an absolutely, it's been a hard thing to see, a lot of lives lost, a lot of loves lost, but we're tough. We're going to get through, and we're going to get through this. And we thank you to all the artists that are coming out to help give us a little bit of music therapy and a little bit of mental health relief. And we love you guys, and we thank you for everything. And
to all the fans, if you can make any of these shows, please try your best. It's for a great cause, because these people are going through a hard time. So
a hard time. We were talking about earlier about how that we were going to make the video, and I guess mine is a little bit gorier and he's like, we should not put this stuff in. It's hard. The disaster it's been rough.
Well, it's just hard to talk about. I mean, it's just there's still a lot of unknown for a lot of people. So it's hard to.
We're very soon into this.
What's going on?
Yeah, it's still gripping. It's still, just like I said, I just cried on Monday realizing like how much that my life had changed in just this one tiny facet, not a lot of other things. So there's a lot to process still.
There is,
so there's still a lot to come.
But our hearts go out to everyone that's been affected by this. And stay strong, and
and we love you, and we hope that
everything's gonna go good.
Yes, and we'll try and do all that we can to
Just
help.
sending out positive vibes, and we can, all we can do is help. Try
That's
and help.
that's right. We love you
Yeah.
guys, and thank you so much for your love and support. And thank you for everything.
Thank y'all.
And we'll
Thank
see you
for watching.
soon.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.